Yo, I'm gonna let everybody pull in real quick. Shout out to everybody already here in the building, man. I see Oddly, I see Jose, football fantastic or fanatic. My apologies. I can't even read right now, bro. I'm so out of it right now. No intro needed today, y'all. Every one of those guys on that video are bums. So we're not even going to go that route right now. Yes, I said it. I'm not playing that video. I don't want to see any of those guys' faces at all. Outside of Max and Mac Hollins, you know what I'm saying? And Daniel Carlson. But I'm gonna let everybody pull in, man. We're gonna definitely chop this shit up. Terrible, man. Terrible. Let me see. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Definitely. Yeah, I'm not going to disrespect any of you guys, man. I don't know what anybody else is doing over on their channels right now. I can care less. That shit ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to disrespect my family. All I'm going to say is we can talk about this team, right? The guys that are actually playing football. I can care less about what these guys got going on their channels. I promise you this. Outside of my, blackout at, Mount Shieldmore. You know what I mean? I ain't really got nothing to do with nothing. All I'm going to say is this, you guys. This is a terrible feeling, man, right? 0-3 after coming off of literally the best offseason I've ever been a part of. You know what I mean? You think that you go out and you go get Chandler Jones, a star pass rusher. You go get Devontae Adams in a trade. You think, oh, man, this is it. And, to see how we started today. Hey, B, I see you backstage. Let me get my shit off for a minute, bro. I got you. It's tough, man. It's tough to see how this team started off slow. It looks as though John Gruden is still calling the plays in the red zone. It looks as though Paul Gunther is still calling the defense. DC is still wildly inconsistent. And what I mean by that is, threw for a beautiful TD, a few plays at the end of the game to Mac Hollins. Shout out to Mac Hollins. And then a 2-point conversion that just went totally wrong. I have no clue where he was going in the end zone on that last play. I have no idea. Josh McDaniels, I was wrong about you thus far. I was very excited about having him in as a head coach. You know what I'm saying? Coming over from New England. Really bad thus far, man. Doesn't know when to run the ball. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it, you guys. This team just looks off all over the place. I haven't seen one time where the offense and defense on both sides of the ball actually look good at the same time. You know what I'm saying? It's like the defense gets us off the field, the offense shits the bed. The offense puts up 7, the defense gives up 7. At this point, I don't know how to call it. Darren Waller, you need to stop rapping, bro. You terrible. Spend more time on at headquarters working out, bro. I don't know what it is that you got going on. You dropping passes left and right. I can see probably call 2 or 3 clear-cut Darren Waller TDs thus far this season. Bro, you need to do something, dog. Stop rapping and get back on the football field, bro. Like real shit. Like, bro, like just get out there and get back on your craft, man. I see you went and got you a little aces, got you some ass, got you a nice bag. But dog, you look asparagus out there, bro. Like what is wrong with you, bro? What's wrong with you, bro? You know what I mean? Like I don't fucking get it, man. I don't get it. After all of us being so excited about all these guys that we picked up in the offseason, to see all these dudes just being disappointment. I can only imagine what Adams feels like right now. I can only imagine what Devontae Adams feels like right now. Just watching the Chiefs lose to the Colts, we needed this win. And I got to tell you guys real quick, I'm not happy about anything right now about this team. But I have to say this. I did definitely say that Mac Hollins was a sneaky grab for us, and he showed out today. If it wasn't for Mac Hollins and Max Crosby, I have no idea. We probably would have got blown the hell out today. You know what I mean? Give the ball to Josh Jacobs more. Let him run the ball. I don't think Josh McDaniels gives a shit about balance. I don't think he cares about balance. I think he does not give a fuck. I think one thing about Josh McDaniels is he wants to be right. He wants to be right? He wants to be proven. He wants to prove to everybody he's right. And at this point, man, this shit is bad. This shit is terrible. Where are you at, Chandler Jones? 50 million. Where are you at? Where are you at? Where's the interior of this defensive line? The O-line looked really, really bad in spurts. I think this was probably their worst game all season long. Keelan Cole dropping key passes. What's up with you, bro? You were a starter at one point in this league. Like, what's going on with you? DC. The inconsistencies are fucking killing me, bruh. I don't get it. One minute you're leading your receiver to a TD, you're giving your guys a chance. The next thing you know, you're underthrowing Keelan Cole. Thank God for that penalty flag. Like what's going on with this team? I don't know if you guys seen the video of these guys walking into Nissan Stadium. If you guys get a chance to, go to Twitter and go look at the video of these guys walking into Nissan Stadium. None of them, not one of them, looked like they wanted to be there. This team looks defeated on and off the field. Period. Patrick Graham looks lost out there with the defenses that he's putting out on the field. Josh McDaniels is getting outcoached left and right. We made Derrick Henry look like look like who he is, right? After coming off of 2 bad weeks, Derrick Henry, King Henry, returns to, the form that we know. Once again, Josh McDaniels on 3rd and long. You're going for these fucking screen passes to Brandon Bolden. What the fuck are you doing? It's 3rd and long. Take a shot. This is the shit that killed me, y'all. I'm going to get y'all supers into my apologies. How the fuck are we putting up 20 points pretty much a game with this high-powered offense? You have Devontae Adams, who once again, I know he is mad as fuck right now. Like pissed. The linebackers look like, I'm going to be real, these guys look lost out there. Denzel Perryman at this point is a very, very big L for us. With him not on the field, that the LB spot is a very tough situation for us. Divine Diablo looks like a second-year guy out there. Jayon Brown looked okay in spurts. Luke Masterson looked like a UDFA. We lose Nate Hobbs to what probably looks like a concussion. Rock Ya-Sin went out, was doubtful to return, didn't come back. Merrick once again misses another week. Deron Harmon goes out there, gets a pick, and this offense does not capitalize on the turnover. Guess what happens, you guys, right here? Guess what happens right here? This is why I blame the offense. I get it. Everybody can say, oh, the defense shit the bed in the first half. They definitely did. The offense, all they had to do was go out there and win and score. All they had to do was go out there and score. A field goal or a touchdown would have won us this game. 24-22. Guess what happens if you capitalize on that turnover? You hit a field goal, you win by 1. You hit a touchdown, you win by more. I see a lot of people on Twitter, right, blaming this defense, and I'm blaming everybody. I'm not blaming one person at all for this shit show of a game today. But I have to say this, okay? People blame Derek Carr for week 1. Cool. People blame Josh McDaniels for week 2. Cool. People are blaming Darren Waller for week 3. Cool. What do all 3 of them motherfuckers have to do with what do they all have in common, you guys? What do all 3 of them motherfuckers have in common? Quarterback on the offensive side of the ball. Josh McDaniels, the play caller. Darren Waller, the star tight end. All 3 offensive guys that couldn't get the fucking job done when it mattered the most. Shit is pathetic, man. Shit is pathetic, y'all. For real, this shit is fucking pathetic. Shout out to Aunt. I'm just tired of losing. The nation deserves better, and we're one of the most loyal, passionate fan bases, and this is what we get every week. Facts, my brother. Shout out to Aunt. You guys sound off in the comment section. I'm getting y'all comments in. I just had to get my shit off real quick. This shit is terrible, man. Shit is terrible, man. We got a tight end that just dropped a new single and stays dropping balls. One thing, at least Waller's consistent, right? He's dropping new music and he's dropping footballs. Fucking terrible. Shout out to GA, walking through Nashville with hundreds of black jerseys in shock. Just watched Waller drop 3 TDs, maybe 4. Shout out to GA Patriot. Shout out to Mitch. You think we could have went 0-3 with Versace still? Because I don't think so. Look, man, woulda, coulda, shoulda, my brother. I really don't know. All I'm going to say is whoever the fuck it is, we're just terrible. We're just fucking terrible. B, you got to get right back there, bro. You got to get back. I'm not going to put you on like it looked crazy back there. Shout out to everybody here in the building, man. Let me see. Oh, you at Thor's house. I got you. I'll get you on in a minute. Let me see. Just catch the ball. Simple. Keelan Cole, Darren Waller, all these guys outside of Devontae Adams, Foster Moreau, and Mac Hollins today. At least I was right about Mac Hollins. One guy I was very, very excited about bringing in this offseason. At least I was right about one thing, because I'm telling you right now, I was definitely wrong about Josh McDaniels thus far. Let me see who we picking with the number 1 pick, y'all, because right now, if the draft started today, we're picking number 1. We're picking number 1. Bro, the Wi-Fi is tripping, B. That's why I'm not bringing you on. Like, you're going in and out, brother. It's like in and out behind us. I can see it. It's like tripping. Let me see. Be worse than the Jets. This is bullshit. We deserve better. Look, I didn't want to do this fucking show, y'all. I don't want to do this show. I'm just hella happy. I didn't travel out to Nashville and spend my hard-earned money fucking around with this team. This shit is fucking pathetic, y'all. It's fucking pathetic, man. This shit is pathetic. Once again, you go out there and shit the fucking bed. Get CJ Stroud or Lamar Jackson. Use Carr's money for defense. I'm gonna tell you right now, Jason Hall, if you go get Lamar Jackson, you're using Derek Carr's money for Lamar Jackson. And then some. So I hear what you're saying, my brother. But if the CJ Stroud, that makes sense if we're really going to draft this high. You know what I'm saying? But Lamar Jackson, you're going to use Derek Carr's money and then some, King. Shout out to my brother Hall. Shout out to Aaron. Appreciate you, brother. Even throughout this shit show of a fucking team 0-3 right now, for you to become a member of the channel speaks volumes, man, about how much we take care of ourselves. You feel me? We take care of our people, man. So shout out to my dog, Aaron, man. Appreciate you, my brother. Shout out to Mick Raider. Docs, this is some BS. I blame the entire team and the coaching staff. Everybody takes a fault in this. You know what I mean? I was giving DC his flowers. You know, we threw that TD to Mac Hollins, which Mac Hollins definitely, those last 2 plays, that was on him. Yeah, I'm going to be real with you. Don't get me wrong. DC put the ball in a place where Mac Hollins can make a play, but Mac Hollins made two big plays. But the problem with that is, and I tweeted this out before we even got to this point, I said that this is going to be such a Raider thing. We're going to score a touchdown, and we're going to miss the fucking 2-point conversion. And guess what happened? Derek Carr goes out there, and what the fuck was he thinking with that 2-point conversion? Like, where the fuck was he going? I don't even know where the fuck he was going. This shit is fucking crazy. B, I got you. I'm going to get these supers in real quick, brother, and I got you. Shout out to Doug, man. Damn, I'm glad I worked today, bro. Look, I'm going to be real with y'all, bro. I put my resume in for a lot of spots today. I'm getting back to the workforce, y'all. I'm going back to work. This is going to be a hobby of mine moving forward. I'm done. I'm done doing the full-time shit. I'm too invested in this shit. So shout out to you, Doug. Wherever you work, bro, send me an application, Doug. Send me an app. I'm trying to put it in, man, and get me a motherfucking job. I can't do this shit anymore, man. I'm too fucking invested in this team. I got to go get me a regular job, man. I got to give me a regular job. Real shit. I definitely put in my I didn't realize I still had some unemployment left. So, you know, I definitely put that in. You know what I mean? So shout out to the nation, man. Shout out to the nation real quick. Shout out to Mike Downs. War, but we did it. War must be absolutely draft the best quarterback at the position when we draft. Change sucks, but it's necessary. Factory outlet, my brother. Shout out to Mike Downs, man. You guys, I have nothing for this game. Like, I have nothing. No, I mean, I can give out 2 game balls, and that's to Max Crosby and that's to Mac Hollins. That's it. I don't know what else to do. I want to give one to Josh Jacobs, and I think I would have if fucking Josh McDaniels would have ran the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not Josh Jacobs' fault, you guys. And it fucking sucks for him because he's going into a off season where he's going to be a free agent and he's fighting for a fucking contract at this point. So I feel for Josh Jacobs. He's not getting the proper reps. You're playing against the 31, I think the 30th or the 31st worst ranked rush defense up to this point. How are you not running the fucking ball? I don't fucking get it, man. I don't get it, man. Shout out to Isaac. I appreciate you, King. As always, my brother. Appreciate you. If you guys want to become a member of the channel, hit the link up top. You know, we're going to keep it 100 over here. We're not going to sugarcoat shit. This team is fucking despicable and they're fucking trash. It is what it is. Shout out to Jose. You helped me get through these hard times. Love you, bro. I love you too, my brother. I had to. I'll be real with you guys. I was not going to do a show today. I did not want to do a show, you know, until one dude on Twitter called me a pussy for it. And I realized I was definitely being a pussy. You know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? He got blocked though, facts, but I was definitely being a pussy though. This is factory outlet. Shout out to let me get these one more super in before I bring my brother in. Let me see real fast. I'm gonna get all you guys' comments in. Trust me, y'all. This is gonna be a sound off show. Everybody talk that shit, man. Yeah, man. It's difficult. I feel you, Doc. You're heavily involved and you put a lot of your eggs in the Raiders basket for them to play like shit. Don't blame you, brother. Get that bag, man. It's tough, man. It's tough when you love this team so much and all you do is work around this team. Everything, clothing line, YouTube, residency in Las Vegas, the Planet Raiders website that's, you know, coming. Like, there's so much shit that I'm invested in with this shit, man. And it's tough, man. It really is tough to like try to balance out the love for this team and still try to like be in front of the camera and hold myself, you know what I mean, without fucking losing my shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is tough, man. Tough fucking pill to swallow today. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. Shout out to my brother B. What's good with you, bro?
What's good with my brother, man? Hey, first thing I want to say is about the Josh McDaniels train, bro. I was. Ever. I know you were, and I wasn't. The whole Patriot way coming to the Raiders organization, I never fucked with it. Never liked it. From day one. Shout out to my boy Thor. We over at DJ Mike Scott's house right now out here in Vegas. Check this man cave out, bro.
Shout out to big bro. Shout out to big bro Thor. Shout out to my dog Mike as well, man.
Look at that's a sign. Hey, look at.
Baby, listen. I don't want to see none of that shit right now.
Bro, that's a sign Tim Brown right there, though.
I don't give a fuck. I don't want to see none of that shit.
So going back to the game.
My brother Mike. Shout out to the fire to the fire.
Hey,
fire.
It's blackout. It's blackout, baby.
Hey, you see what happened?
Shout out to Blackout. Shout out to Mike Scott. You know what time it is.
I don't.
With that being said, going back to this game.
Listen. There you go. There you go over talking. Listen, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit right now. None of it.
I hear you.
Sound
off. Let me get back to the game.
Sound off on his team, bro. Sound off on his team.
So let me get back to the game. As you said, the only people that deserve any flowers at this point, Crosby, Mac Hollins, period. Defense, unacceptable first half. 3 possessions, 3 touchdowns, ass. Like, unacceptable, period. We lost on 3 possessions. One of them was on that turnover when we got the interception and we didn't score. The other one was in the beginning of the game when we got to the 2-yard line and kicked the field goal and didn't convert a first down or a touchdown was what we should have got. And the third,
when we threw the pick in the end zone.
Well, yes, when we threw the pick in the end zone.
But what about
and this on top of that, we still have red zone woes.
Oh, hold on. What about this? Hold on. What about this as well? Giving up 30 yards when the Tennessee Titans were on their own 1-yard line.
Yes. Let me give you another one. At the very first drive of the game, and it's motherfucking 3rd and 10, and we're playing this bitch-ass, soft-ass defense where you let a guy catch the ball for 3 yards, but no one's within fucking 12
yards. That screenplay.
And they get a fucking...
That screenplay where Derrick Henry was fumbling the ball like this, and he runs for 23 yards on 3rd and 10? That's out, bro. That's out. I'm sorry. Like, that is out. All the way out. So... Our red zone woes aren't over, okay?
Be real quick.
Look, we got 3 field goals in the red zone and an interception. You don't win the game unless you're scoring touchdowns.
Period.
If we score touchdowns on these red zone fucking opportunities, we win the game. Period.
I can't
This
watch
Josh McDaniel offense looks.
Hey, I can't watch. I can't watch a channel with dude always over talking. B, relax.
I'm not over talking, brother.
No. Yes, you are. You definitely are, and I know you're mad, and I know you're upset. I get it. Let's take turns shitting on these motherfuckers, okay?
Okay. They shit the bed, so I'm gonna shit on them. All right, say that.
No. Look. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna read these 2 supers, and I'm gonna allow you to keep going. Like, go on your rant.
All right.
But brother, we have to give each other chances to talk. All right.
That's that part.
Shout to Thick Frame Me. They don't love us how we love them, Docs. I was watching these clowns laugh and joke on the sideline while us fans were going through agony. This is factory, bro. Factory, bro. And let me get this other super in. Shout out to Hawk. McDaniel's coaching like Lane Kiffin out there, man. Screen on 3rd and 18. Like, and this is what the New England fans were laughing about, you guys, when we got this when we picked up Josh McDaniels. I'm telling y'all now, I can go back to all my videos talking about how I love the pickup. All these fans were saying, enjoy those 3rd and long screen passes to Brandon Bolden. And I said, God, get the fuck out of here, bro. Why is Brandon Bolden on the field when you have Josh Jacobs and fucking Zeus? Why? What? Like, bro, you got a 38, 39-year-old. I know he ain't that old. Running back on the fucking field. What? For what? When you got Josh Jacobs and you got a fresh pair of legs with Zeus.
That part.
What the fuck is the problem?
That
you got
part.
Amir Abdullah. If you're gonna do a fucking screenplay, go to Amir Abdullah, an elusive back.
Exactly.
That part.
What the fuck are you doing? This shit is fucking crazy. Shout out to Jose. It feels like Paul Gunther and old Denver Josh are calling the play. It feels like fucking Gruden is calling the plays in the red zone and Paul Gunther just calling the defense. Period. Now go ahead, little bro. Get your shit off.
I mean, I really don't have too much to say, bro. Like, the first 3 possessions were demoralizing. Like, their offense is a very basic offense. Everything is run through Derrick Henry. They run screens, yes, but they run with Derrick Henry. They do a lot of play action, and they do a little fucking tight end dump off here and there, or play action and throw to their wide receiver deep. Like, they don't have a very complex offense. They just execute very well.
But
the fact of the matter that our defense can't handle that, like, basic shit screams a lot to me.
It does. Bro, you're giving up 30-40 yard plays. Like that's not
gashing us on some basic ass ABC fucking offense, bro.
Hey, let me holler something at this real quick before I go back out here and get more drunk because I'm pissed the fuck off.
Go ahead, big bro.
Fuck that shit. What I see in this punk ass fucking coaching staff is they're scared to fucking win. They're scared to take chances at all. They want everything to be so. Honestly, we made good second half adjustments on our defensive end because we were shit.
Hey, stop that shit.
Because we were shit in the first half, they went in, they made the second half adjustments. Some motherfuckers scored 3 points. This whole shit is supposed to be about our offense. But again, our offense is when you run a fucking 3rd down screen to a fucking 50-year-old fucking running back, that says, oh, I don't want to make a mistake. Like, fuck that. Don't throw the fucking ball down, get 7 yards, and hope your guy breaks it, but at least you can kick a field goal.
And if we would have got that field goal, guess what? We wouldn't be in this predicament right now.
Right.
We'd be having a whole different conversation.
But again, I think these motherfuckers are scared. They don't want to be like, they don't want, well, now you're getting this shit because when you're scared to fucking win, you're bound to lose. You're obligated to lose. When you're scared to win, you're obligated to lose. That's what it is. These motherfuckers are scared.
So sad? You know what's so sad? This team is so bad that even if we would have got a field goal or a touchdown, remember the Titans got the ball back with like a minute and a half and 2 timeouts. I think they still would have won the game.
They scored 3 points in the second half, though. So, you know what, though? I hear you, but at least give us that fucking chance.
Yeah, no,
Give us that chance.
Facts.
Because in the second half, the shit was a lot different. Honestly, fuck that shit. Show some fucking, we've been saying this for years. If they had the passion and the heart that we had, these motherfuckers would be monsters. But they're playing like bitches. And if you could call that bitch a bitch, you would. And Josh McDaniels, the whole coaching staff, is playing like a bunch of scared ass bitches out there. I'm sorry, I tried to cuss all over you.
No, that's real though.
I'm just mad though right now. I'm mad.
I feel it,
bro. I don't even know what to say anymore, bro. Shout out to Bobby V, shout out to Primos, shout out to Michael. Vegas tank for Stroud. You don't tank. You know,
you don't tank.
But the thing is, you don't have to tank. We suck. You don't really have to tank. You don't really have to tank when you're ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, just go out there and play y'all games. Just go out there and play y'all game. We might end up with CJ Stroud or fucking Bryce Young. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. You don't have to. Shout out to Bobby.
We Raider fans, though. We real ones, and we finna be out there acting a fool at the next tailgate. And on Real Ass Talk, we got a 2.5% chance to still make the playoffs at 0-3. And you know what? We damn near, as real Raider fans, we damn near 2% anyway. So,
hey, we're part of the problem.
Us like that.
That's the problem. We are part of the problem.
We are the problem.
Like the Raiders can put out a shit product out on the field, and they know that, you know what, these motherfuckers gonna show up anyways. And so we become the problem. And it gets to a certain point where it's like, when is enough enough? Right? Because they're disrespecting the fans and us as fans. Like, it's personal at this point. It's personal at this point. Like, when does it get to a point where this shit stops? Especially people coming from the Bay Area, especially people coming from Los Angeles, and the fact that how these motherfuckers are trying to run shit out here in Las Vegas and trying to cancel the culture and shit. The direct fans that have been supporting you for the last 20 years, as y'all have been straight butthole, like straight cheeks. I'm sorry, y'all been like, the Raiders have been straight cheeks for the last 20 years outside of 2 seasons. And they're trying to cancel culture. They're putting a shitty product out on the field. And it gets to a point where it's like, you know what? We are the problem. It's like, bro, I'm more loyal to the motherfucking Raiders than I am to my own barber. And that says a lot. I've been going to my barber for straight 10 years. Y'all really got me fucked up out here, looking stupid and shit.
And your woman, because you're a dirtbag.
Hey, I'm not bringing women into this equation because I ain't.
hey, you don't have to bring women in. We're already talking about a bunch of bitches anyway.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, it gets
no offense to our women viewers.
No. I would never disrespect a woman. Like, I love women too much to disrespect them. I'm gonna leave it at that. But I'm just saying,
how they scared when they giving Carr hella pass attempts. Bro, I think he threw for over 40 times today.
They should be giving Jacobs more rushing attempts.
Bro, he threw for over 40 times. I think he had like,
shout out to Pacifico.
25 to 29. I don't even want to go back to the shit. Look, bro,
shout out to Pacifico for holding it down for the blackout.
Look, we're not doing sponsors and none of that shit today, B. We're not doing none of that shit, bro. Look,
I'm doing it. It's blackout.
I love our sponsors. I love all that shit. I'm talking about our weak ass team right now, bro. I don't care about none of that shit. Shout out to Bobby V. All the weapons that Carr have, and we still can't get a win. This is
factory outlet.
Okay, now I had to reread it. Facts, Bobby. This is factory, bro. Shout out to my drunk homie for always speaking the truth.
Is he talking about me or are you talking about?
You already know he's talking about Thor.
Hey, that's my dog, though. Hey, he was spilling that shit, though.
Shout out to Tito, man. I don't care if I'm overreacting. Josh McDaniels and his coaching staff ain't it. All of the offseason hype just to get this crap. Carr needs to go too. I'm gonna tell you guys this, man. We didn't sign up for this shit. You know what I mean? We didn't sign up for this shit. I mean, look, we're already excited. We're gonna be always. We love our team, right? But we didn't sign up for this shit. Like we thought that this was it. Coming off a playoff berth, 10-7 last year. We thought that this was it. Like, okay, we finally built this team up. I've never in my life seen a team go out and get some talents like Devontae Adams and Chandler Jones and get worse. That's
and change the whole front office like we did.
Hey, Thor,
Oh, Pacifico's
can you?
going in my
Yeah,
bag.
hell yeah, my
Gotcha.
brother. I was just gonna ask you.
Hey,
for that,
I went
bro.
to go get more drink, and then all the Pacificos out.
Hey,
I let,
Yanni
and
Bass.
then I let
Yanni
Mafia
Bass
out
said,
there.
Yanni Bay said, Docs, did you whip his kid? Did you just go whip his kid? No, bro. I would never. I don't put my hands on my kids, but I definitely told him to shut the fuck up. But I would not put my hands on my
That
kids.
part.
Man.
That part.
Never put my hands
That
on my
part.
kids. If you
That
know
part.
me, Yanni, I'm one of the best fathers you'll ever meet in your life. I'm just.
Hey,
I'm
Well,
coming
say
off.
less. Say
I'm
less.
coming off
You don't,
tail
hey,
right
you don't
now.
owe them an explanation, brother.
Exactly.
You don't owe them an explanation. And at the end of the day, say less, bro. You already know what time it is.
This coaching staff plays with zero urgency, going full huddle and walking with a minute left in the half with a chance to score. Like, damn, man, for real. Fire
Bro,
McGee.
and then we let them get that field goal we got the ball with a minute and change in the half, and somehow they end up getting the fucking
Hey,
field goal.
hey, real quick.
Bro.
I gotta do my second one of the season. Hey, Yanni, suck my dick. Brrr, you out of here. All right, now go ahead. We back in it. Shout out to the 800 plus people in the chat, man. Appreciate y'all. You already know what time it is. Shout out to Hawk. Shout out to Primos. DC is why the coaching staff looks bad. DC is taking the whole team down with him. Look, you can't just blame this one Primos on DC. You have to blame it on everybody, bro.
I'm not gonna hold you though. I'm not gonna hold you. Those two throws to Waller in the end zone, I know it hit Waller's hands on that first one, but he set him up, bro. Waller got blown the fuck up. And a lot of people that I was with at the time were like, "Oh, it touched Waller's hands." Bro, DC set his ass up. He got blown up in the end zone, bro.
He did.
And on that second pass, he was trying to force it to Waller in the end zone again.
Yes.
So he not only did he make
old rule, brother. If your hands touch the football,
yes, that's a Blitnikoff rule.
Yes.
What I will say is the first catch or the first missed catch that Waller had when it touched his hands, he should have reached out for that. Because at the end of the day, if your feet are on the ground and the ball is in your hand and you're not catching the ball, that's a Blitnikoff rule. You're not trying hard enough. So I will give Waller that first one.
Ryan says Carby getting his receivers killed out there. We just spoke on that. Ryan, shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to Roe. Graphk. All of the sports writers said we would finish last, and we look crazy defending them. But here we are. We are who we thought we are. Shout out to my dog, Roe, as always. And also shout out to my bro, Allen. I wish we made Rich Bisacci our head coach, and he coached at our strengths, and we won. Josh McDaniels' play system sucks. Let me say this real quick, too. Outside of that Mac Hollins, that one we challenged, that remember we punted and we got the ball at the 1 yard line. This special teams, man, has been underachieving as well. Like real talk, bro. Like I just don't see these guys doing anything special outside of that one play. Mac Hollins is fucking.
I was gonna say that was a dope ass effort by him.
Yeah.
The fact that he had enough energy and effort to throw the ball in, go into the end zone, come back out, and bro, I was like, wow. And that was disappointing because we had to punt the ball, obviously. But
yeah, man, this shit's weird, man. Shout out to everybody here in the chat, man. Sound off, you guys. We're 0-3. We're going back home to play against Denver. I just really don't see us. I don't, look. I want to be that optimistic ass Raider fan. I don't see us improving. I don't. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't.
So then the question becomes this, brother. With the current trajectory of where we're at the end of the season, let's just say we're 500 at best. Let's just say we're 500. I'm not trying to project that energy, but with how things are going, that may very well be the reality.
Hey, real quick. Hey,
who is
real fast? B, I'm gonna get your shit off real quick, and I'm gonna finish this show off, Dolo.
100%.
I know a lot of people.
Who is still here? McDaniels or Carr, or neither one of them?
It's a good question.
I know.
Go have some fun, bro.
As you want to boot me. Shout out to the nation.
Love you.
Love y'all.
I'm gonna call you later.
All right.
Shout out to my bro. It's kind of hard to have a show, when there's so much going on in the background, you guys. So let's get back to what we got going on. Shout out to the 810 plus people in the chat. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Black Sunday. McDaniels and Mark had a lengthy closed door meeting after the game, reports say. I mean, what's there to be said? At this point, you're 0-3. And I know that the WNBA has nothing to do with the NFL. But I'll tell you this. with Mark Davis coming off of a championship WNBA team with the Aces, I trust and believe he does not want to get back to his losing ways with the NFL. So I wish I was a fly on the wall in that room. Definitely Black Sunday. And my bad, y'all. I'm not trying to be, disrespectful to anybody today, man. Today is a fucking tough. It's a tough day, man. This is a tough pill to swallow, y'all. It's a tough pill to swallow, man. McDaniels just got chewed out by Mark in the locker room. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to look more into that. I need to see what the hell he said. Because this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, you guys. We can realistically, you guys, go into the bye week 0-5. We can go into the bye week 0-5. Fuck, man. Shout out to Lux. I talked about him the other day, brother. Kentucky, right? I believe Kentucky. Shout out to Yeti Strain. It sucks because I know Carr would have been great, but a different coaching staff every 2 years and injuries changed his entire play style. I hear you, bro, but some of that shit you got to put on Carr, man. I don't want to hear that same excuse every year, my brother. I get it. Yes, different systems and blah, blah, blah. Let's not act as though, when he broke his leg, he didn't come out and he did go into a new system. I get it. He actually just lost to the guy that he asked for in 2017, right? Todd Downing. Then he asked for him. From what I heard behind the scenes is, he was going to town to go get bro in. You know what I mean? He was trying to get Todd Downing in as an OC after 2016. And we just shit the bed against his former offense coordinator. Shout out to Bobby V. Mac Hollins is the real MVP. This is facts. Him and Mad Max, man. Him and Mad Max. Definitely, man. Shout out to you guys. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to listen to you guys. If you guys want me in here dolo, I'm definitely going to do it dolo. So we here, man. We're definitely here. And that's no offense to my brother. That's no offense to Thor, anybody. You know what I mean? But, this is what we doing, man. Hey, we got to have a conversation as the nation, man. So it is what it is. That's what we doing. Shout out to Bobby V. This is facts, though, brother. Mac Hollins had over 150 yards receiving in the TD. It doesn't get any better than that. I expected more from McDaniels and his product. This is facts, Bankhead. This is just terrible, bro. It does not get any worse than this, you guys. 0-3. 0-3. Look, we thought it was over at the end of last year too, right? Vegas Raiders. We thought it was over, and we went on a 4-game win streak, and boom, next thing you know, we're in the playoffs playing against the AFC champion Cincinnati Bengals. You can never really say, this is the NFL. It's not really over until it's over. But I'm going to be really totally real with you, man. I just don't see this product getting better. I do not see this team getting better. If this is the way we're going to be coached going forward, I do not see this team getting better. I do not see this team getting better at all. Yeah, man. If you don't feel bad, you're not a true fan. This is terrible, bro. Terrible. Shout out to Jason Hall, man. McDaniels just held a long conversation with Mark. You were just talking about that, brother. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that leash of his just got a lot shorter. A lot shorter. I don't know if you guys seen it, but I know that Zeeg was out at the Tennessee game, right? Was it the Tennessee Volunteers yesterday? Out there doing some homework on some other players. Don't be shocked, man. If we do change what we got going on right now, it's going to be a drastic change. It's going to be a drastic change. Not just the head coach, not just the defensive coordinator. This shit's going to get different. This shit's going to get different. Shout out to Vance. Look, man, at this point, man, Darius Falone, he got to chill with that shit, bro. I get it. He helped us, with a few games last year, helped us get over that hump against the Chargers. I get it. I understand. Darius Falone, Phylon, whatever you want to call it. Bro, you are not that good, bro. You are not that good. You're not that good. You're not. I wanted you here because you want to be here. Falone, you're not that good, bro. You're not that fucking good. So all that my price just went up shit, no, it didn't, because nobody else wants you. How does your price go up and nobody else is calling you? Bro, you're not ready to go. For Darius Falone, a talent like him, to be on Twitter saying my price just went up, get the fuck out of here, man. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Darius Falone. Like, get the if Sue went on there saying some shit like that, it makes sense because of how proven he is in his league. Darius Falone or Falone or what the fuck are you talking about, bro? Who the fuck do you think you are? The fuck? I'd rather listen to a whole Darren Waller album than go look at that tweet right now. On my mama, on mamas. I would rather listen to Darren Waller's whole fucking catalog of music than go look at that stupid ass tweet. Fuck out of here with that weird shit, man. Darius Phylon. My price just went up. Man, nobody wants you. Graphk, who would you want that's available to be our head coach? Look, there's only one name out there that's the guy, and we know who that is, right? And technically, I think he's still under contract with New Orleans. I think it's until next year, and that's Sean Payton. That's the only guy I feel that offensively can get everything out of this offense that we have out there. I think that Sean Payton is the guy that can unlock everything. But will we get him? Highly doubtful, my brother. Shout out to Crispin. Yeah, man. Kenny Crum. Like, bro, you're down 14. You're down 14. Why are you doing trick plays? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand how you're down 14 doing trick plays. They're in the chat gassing you, Docs. What you mean, bro? What you mean? Did he not say that? Because I'm gonna be real with you. If Darius Falone didn't say that, I still meant every word of that shit. So, let me see. Shout out to OG Andy. Love y'all nation. We in the mud right now, but no other fan base I want to rock with. Yeah, man. We're family, man. We're family at the end of the day. It is what it is. But we deserve better product, man. We deserve better product than this. This shit is unfucking forgivable, man. This is facts. Rakers already said this. I said this on the last show about Sean Payton. I believe he's from the area, right? Or he used to live in the Dallas area. I think he still has a house in Frisco. I believe his son played high school football out here. Yeah. If he comes back, he's going to Dallas. 4 years since Carr's last 4 pass TD game, 25 games since last 3D pass. Yeah, Primos, I hear you, my brother. I hear you, King. I hear you, brother. I hear you, man. Trust me, Primos, I get it, my brother. I'm mad at everybody right now, man. I'm mad at everybody, bro. Shout out to Bert, man. The Raider Equus sucks is upon us. This is Factory Outlet. The God, I didn't see it, my brother, but just put your comment in the comment section. I'll try and get it, my brother. Shout out to Not a Raider YouTuber, man. I love you too, my brother. I love you too, man. Shout out to you, my brother. Dez, nah, man. I don't need a hug. I need some weed. I need a shot. And I need some head. A hug ain't gonna do it. It's definitely not gonna do it. Oh, you a Niner fan? Let me get you the fuck out of here, bro. Let me get you the fuck out of here, man. Okay, he said it. All right. Shout out to Nick 209. Appreciate you on the Super King. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, my brother. Docs, love your channel. Gonna be a long season, man. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. That's why. Look, hey, that's why I'm out here looking for a new job, man. I'm trying to get me a job, man. Son, you go find me a job? Can you give me a job somewhere? Kroger, Walmart, Target, Amazon? Okay. All right, they got some cool benefits. They're gonna smoke my kneecaps down to the gravel though. Just letting you know, I'll probably work 30-hour days and there's only 24 in it. We'll make it work though. Shout out to Mick Raider. Appreciate you, my brother, as always. Shout out to you, King. Let me see. 0-5 at the bye week. God, man, this shit is for real. Abrams stay getting broke. Bro, did you guys see that angle that he took when Tennessee was on their own 1 yard line and put up a 30-yarder? Did you see that angle? Bruh, that shit crazy, man. Appreciate you, Alex. Appreciate you, brother. Let me see. That's the blemish on the Bulls' ass. That Carr's last 4-game TD was in 2017. Yeah, man, it's not getting it done, bro. It's not getting it done. PC ain't doing enough. The defense ain't doing enough. Josh McDaniels ain't doing shit. Let's keep this trend going. Offensive line look like ass today. How do you? This is the reason why. And Mr. Took you, so I have to agree, man. Keelan Cole was my guy going into this game. Always been a huge fan of his work. I gotta agree with you, bro. Keelan Cole dropped some big passes. Don't get me wrong. Thank God Mac Hollins got the TD the next play. You know what I'm saying? But that didn't help. That didn't help the cause. Maybe, just maybe, if Keelan Cole would have got that TD, maybe would have ran a different play for that 2-point conversion, right? So who's to say that if Keelan Cole caught that ball, we could have still won this game with a 2-point conversion? Because maybe, just maybe, we would have went with a different look. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. Can I ask you guys this real quick? And this is not to beat up Derek Carr, but you know what? It is what it is. I really don't give a fuck. Where was DC looking on that 2-point conversion? Can I ask you that? Where was he going? Get that out of your mouth. Damn dog got balloon in their mouth. Tripping. Where was he going? What was he trying to do with that 2-point conversion? Shout out to Critique. Eyed Waller the entire time. I've never seen a quarterback in year 9, a starting quarterback, pretty much his entire career, outside of, a few games his rookie year or whatnot, right? Until he won the job. We'll say that. I've never seen a quarterback that bad after 9 years of being a starter in this league struggle with going through his progressions. Like, how can you just lock in on somebody, especially, right? This is one thing that I have to say about our quarterback as well, or not our quarterback, but other quarterbacks in the league. Great quarterbacks, elite quarterbacks. If you know you got a guy that's struggling like Darren Waller, right? You got a guy that's struggling like Darren Waller, dropping balls left and right. And you have the best wide receiver in the league on the other end. How are you not looking towards Devontae Adams? If Foster Moreau's having this big game and he's a big body tight end, how are you not looking at him? How is he not in there on a 2-point conversion, getting some kind of look? Mac Hollins, 158 yards, I believe, in a TD. How is he not? How do you just instantly lock on the guy that's struggling? How? I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. Shout out to Landry. I think Mark Davis needs to address the nation and let us know he's not with the BS. Well, Landry, apparently he went backstage, my brother, back in the locker room and went in on Josh McDaniels. So stay tuned for the developments on that. But word is he went back there and let his ass have it, brother. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, King. Shout out to Soul Silver. Derek Carr is not this bad. Josh McDaniels has to be an effing curse. I never thought Derek was all that, but I've never seen him this bad. I mean, look, he threw for over 300 yards. He had a TD or 2 TDs and a pick. I think he passed the ball like 45 times in this game and completed, I think, 25 to 29 attempts, somewhere around there. I really didn't even look at the stat sheet yet because, to be honest, I just really don't care. You know what I mean? I don't really care. We lost. You know what I mean? Chargers are losing to the Jags right now. In Van City, that's what sucks. You see the Chiefs lose. You see that the Chargers are probably going to struggle with Herbert hurt. This was a must-win game. You guys understand that if we would have won this game, even if it was last second and we just escaped with the W, that we could have been potentially one game back in our division? Think about that. We could have been one game out of first place in our division. Boys, open the door for mommy. Oh, never mind. She got it. Shit is sad, man. Shit is sad. So Silver, shout out to you, my brother. This shit is crazy, man. OG, next game's a loss is the last one. I'm gonna be real. After that conversation that Mark Davis apparently had with him, I would not be shocked, you guys, if Josh is already calling Bill Belichick behind the scenes and saying, hey, big head. I would not be shocked if Josh McDaniels sent Bill Belichick the hey, big head text right after this L. Hey, welcome to it, Andrew. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Look, no hair up top and all grays in the beard. Welcome to the Shield, King. Shout out to you for the super, man. I promise you, he sent that hey, big head text today. It happened. Yeah. You know, you miss him. Hey, big head. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. He sent that text for sure. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do a skit about that shit right when I get done doing it live. Facts. Ah, man, this shit's crazy. Ain't no way we lose to Denver, right? Why not? We lost to Tennessee. We lost to Arizona. Why wouldn't we lose to Denver? To be real. Why wouldn't we? Knowing Josh McDaniels, he probably beat Denver just because that was the team he was terrible with in his first stint as a head coach, right? Go ahead and beat them real quick, get them out the way, and then lose to the Chiefs and gradually go into a new head coach bye week. I can see it. Oh yeah, this is facts, bro. It's already on the way, King. It's already on the way, my brother. It's already on the way. Shout out to the 844 people in the chat, man. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me. Wipe them feet, y'all. Hit them thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, man, please hit that subscribe button. We are 0-3. There's not one thing to be happy about. This offense sucks. This defense sucks. This coaching staff sucks. This front office is ass. Yeah, man. Mark Davis is the shits. The defensive line is terrible. Offensive line is ass. Mac Hollins and Max Crosby, great. Daniel Carlson, great. 30 straight field goals, you guys. 30 of them. 30 of them. Leading the league with 30 straight. 30 straight. Other than that, I don't know what else to say. You guys, Tennessee played without their star left tackle, Tyler Lewan. They didn't even have their left tackle. Where's Chandler Jones? I'm telling y'all now, at this point, Chandler Jones got his bag and he doesn't care about football anymore. If you're playing against a backup left tackle and you can't get to the quarterback, you either just don't have it anymore or you don't want to have it anymore. And at this point, I'm pretty much positive Chandler Jones ain't it. At this point, I know that Malcolm Kuntz can't play the run like that. Let's get him more out there. Let's get him more active. Let's get him more active. We've seen a lot of Klee today. Klee was up and down. Klee actually looked pretty good out there. But at this point, we're paying Chandler Jones to be a $50 million rotational piece or role player at this point. Shit's crazy, man. It's really sad. It's really sad. Yeah, he actually did. Had a great backfield stop on Henry. This is facts. Facts. I'm just saying he still needs to get better against the run. That was his one knock in Buffalo, in college coming into the league. A lot of his NFL comps were Yannick. And we know that Yannick struggles against the run. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of his pro comps was Yannick Ngakoue. You know what I mean? So he has to get better against the run. Yeah, man. This shit is fucking terrible. Chucky, 3-0. Josh McDaniels, 0-3. Got us looking like a fucking circus. And I'm adding cuss words to these comments because that's how I feel. Turning Brett down, Brady was the death of Raider Nation. None of our running backs are getting burned. Ed, bro, this is facts, bro. You know what's sad? For someone like Josh McDaniels to win, so many rings as an offensive coordinator, how do you not know how to read a room? How do you not know how to read a room? Like, how do you not know to say, you know what? Let's run this ball. Let's run this ball. Let's run this ball. How in the world do you and Carmen Brasillo come into a must-win situation against Nashville and say, you know what, you guys? This is what we need to do. We need to start Alex Bars at left guard. That's what we need to do. A career rotational piece. A career role player. That's what we need to do. We need to start Alex Bars at left guard. Let's push Illuminor in the right guard, push Mumford out to the to right tackle, and let's do that. Let's do that. Bro, when I seen Alex Bars get the starting notch at left guard, I was like, oh, yeah. These dudes don't even want to win. Like, they don't even want to win. Like, they don't even want to win. Shit, crazy, man. Shout out to everybody here in the building. Let me see. They held up pretty well, though. I'm not going to lie. To be honest with you, bro, I think this was the worst game of this offensive line's season thus far. I think, our young pup, Dylan Parham, did okay at center. I think Colton Miller did okay. You know what I'm saying, at left tackle. Right side, Mumford gave up a sack, clear cut one. That's what's going to happen when you're a rookie. You know what I mean? You're a 7th rounder out of Ohio State. CT and OA, I don't agree, man. I know Alex Bars is definitely a veteran, but I'm not taking John Simpson out for Alex Bars. I'm just not. I'm not, bro. Shit, man. What else y'all got to say, man, before we get up out of here, man? Let me know, man. Shoot your shots off. Get on this weak-ass team, y'all. Chris, facts. I agree. Both guards struggled. Jermaine Illuminor struggled. And even though they caught him on a bitch-ass hold, I don't know what the fuck they were talking about. That was not a hold at all on Jermaine Illuminor. If you go back and look at it, that was a terrible, terrible penalty that they called officiating. Once again, we're Raiders. We're used to not getting those calls. You know what I'm saying? But not Stidham time, Gabe. It's not Stidham time. At that point, when you put Stidham in, you're pretty much saying just the season's over. You know what I mean? It's a done deal. I could say this, though. I could say that if you could put Stidham's legs on DC, I'm here for it. Because when DC extends plays, he looks pretty good. That one of those last sacks that he took, pause. Who was it against? Or he threw the ball away, I think. If he would have stepped up in the pocket, he could have got loose. If he would have stepped up and he could have got a nice gain. But no, I believe it was a sack or he threw the ball away. I forgot what it was. But either way, he could have got away. Shout out to Jordy Robinson. I appreciate you, family, for being here. As always, King, thank you for becoming a member of the channel. If you guys want to become a member, man, hit the link up top. It's definitely pinned up there. One of the best ways to support the channel. I appreciate you, man. You see, I didn't even put the green screen down. I didn't do anything. I just came on here, man, to just talk about this weak-ass team that we got. Shout out to Tycho. On the bright side, we're getting in a good position for another Cleveland Farrell type pick in this draft. I mean, up to this point, it's facts. Shout out to my brother Raider Gabe. I just want to win a game. We win next week. Maybe we change our season around. Gabe, look, brother, I'm here for it. And I agree with you. If you can get one win out the way, right? If you can get one win out the way, that builds all the confidence in the world. But this team has lost 3 games, you guys, back to back to back, where we had a chance to win last second of the game. Like a 2-point conversion, we could have tied them up, win overtime, won the game, right? So technically we couldn't have won the game last second. But I just say we could have tied them and win the overtime. And then, we had all the momentum on our side at that point. I feel like if we would have went to OT, we would have won the game because all the momentum was definitely shifted towards us. Chargers, we had the ball to win the game at the end of the didn't work out. DC threw 3 picks, fumbled twice. We all know what happens. Arizona, we had the ball. You decide to throw the ball instead of run it when you needed 2 yards. Guess what happened? Fumble, game over. I don't see anything changing, you guys. I don't. This is literally the worst thing that could have happened to this fan base, to this franchise, to the organization as a whole. To have so much excitement running through the nation. To be 0-3 in this fashion, to be down at one point, down 14 to the Titans after they lost, 41-7 last week against the Buffalo Bills. To give up a 20-point lead to the Arizona Cardinals. The Chargers game, I could have got past that. Divisional game, it was close. I don't see anything getting better with this team. Shout out to Blazed LA. What moves are you making if you're the GM? You know what's crazy, LA, is you got to look at your homeboy first. You have to. You have to look at your homeboy first. You have to. You got to look at your guy. You got to look at the guy you brought in that came over there with you. I don't think that people, don't get me wrong. I think that they're a package deal. But let's not act as though, you guys, this is not the last time that Zeke will probably get a chance to be a GM in this league also. If we look really, really bad moving forward, we continue this trend of just losing. Zeke will not get another shot at being a GM. So at some point, Josh McDaniels and Ziegler, that friendship is going to end up being divided. It's going to be, hey, man, look, Josh, you ain't getting it done, my brother. I wish it was you, but I got to move on because now my job is on the line. And Mark Davis is going to look at Zeke and say, hey, man, if we're 0-5 going into the bye week, you got to get your mans the fuck up out of here. He's not a head coach. You guys, we lost to a Titans team that has been terrible up to this point. Terrible. And Harold Landry, once again, star defensive end, out for the season. Jeffrey Simmons didn't really have that great of a game at all. Like, I really didn't even hear his name too much at all today. Star defensive tackle. We made Treylon Burks and Robert Woods look great, in which I like both of those guys. I'm very high on Robert Woods and Treylon Burks. For those who've been watching this channel know that was my number 1 receiver coming out of the draft out of Arkansas. But once again, made Tannehill look like fucking Tom Brady at moments, at times. I don't get it, man. Even with all the injuries that we had, we were still the better team. At least on paper. Simmons tipped the 2-point conversion. There you go. But I'm saying outside of that, Cena, it was really quiet. Really quiet. But Blaze, you got to start looking. You have to start with looking at your head coach. At the end of the day, that's and you know what's so funny, you guys, is the NFL is such a fucking just weird place, right? Where Josh McDaniels should be the guy that everybody's looking at. Watch Lombardi get fired. Watch Lombardi get fired. Watch him be the one that gets canned in the midst of all this shit because they need an scapegoat. Watch him be the one to get canned. You think players don't respect Josh McDaniels? Hey, bro, at this point, Josh, I don't know. I'm going to tell you right now, bro, if you go back and watch the video of these guys walking into Nissan Stadium, they look like they didn't want to be there, my brother. And I don't know how you don't look at somebody that has 6 rings and at least respect them enough to say, he's gotten it done in the league. I know not as a head coach, but he's won a lot of rings. So, mate, that could be it. Josh, I don't know. Troy, I know that, bro. That's why I said like this. I definitely know we don't win on paper, my brother. Shout out to Primos. Changing coaches is not going to do it anything, because if Sean Payton comes in next year and Derek Carr don't perform, what they're going to fire him to. So firing coaches is not the solution. Well, I mean, I look at it from this standpoint. If Sean Payton comes in, next year, I think DC's already on the way out. I do. I think Sean Payton's going to want one of his own guys. I think he may go draft a guy. But Sean Payton's not coming over. He's not, Primos. I'm telling you now, if he ends up getting a job, it's going to be with Dallas. They will get rid of Mike McCarthy in a heartbeat for Sean Payton. And the way Dallas looks right now, and then with Dak out, they're going to probably shit the bed moving forward as well, and they're going to find a way to get Sean Payton. Shout out to my dog Primos, always supporting the channel. Shout out to my brother X, 3rd and 2 from the 4, and we pass. Derek Carr isn't that guy. He hasn't gotten it done, Gaines. So, look, at this point, bro, I have to agree with you. I have to agree with you, bro. I have to agree with you. Facts. He hasn't done anything to say he is the guy. He is very consistent at being inconsistent. Isaac, I won't be surprised. You might be onto something, Doc. I'm telling y'all now, if somebody gets canned, it's going to be Lombardi. Shout out to my brother, Big Mike. Yeah, facts. And don't be shocked when it happens, y'all. Don't be shocked. Don't be shocked when it happens. I know Kuntz doesn't like McDaniels. Cena, let me say this, brother. I don't know why Kuntz wanted like him unless it was something personal. Because if anything, you have to blame that shit. You have to blame that shit on Patrick Graham. You have to blame that shit on your you know what I mean, on your defensive coaches. You can't just blame that shit on McDaniels that he only had 2 snaps, I think, in the first 2 weeks. That's not on him. That's not on Josh McDaniels. That's on the coaching on the defensive side of the ball. What's popping, brother?
Shit, man. I was about to get on the Peloton. I saw you bring up a good point. I said, let me jump ahead real quick before I go on this bike, man. You know, my voice is fucked up, me screaming and yelling and throwing shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, look, like you said, man, this everybody's last stop, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ziggler,
Everybody.
you know, when I saw you say that about Ziggler, I said, man, let me hop on real quick with my bro. Dog, look, man, it's time that Josh McDaniel doesn't look at the events of the past. If you don't look at the events of the past, you're doomed to repeat it. What happened to 5 other guys before him? They were handcuffed to this dude, and they're gone. I'm not blaming this all on him, bro. But, yo, he's the only thing that hasn't changed in the last decade. That's like, it's time, dude. It's time. I don't want to hear it no more, bro. And I'm not making this about Carr, bro. I know we done unpack, beat this shit to death, bro. But, yo, there's 3 guys to me that if they can move on from them, I would. Top of the list is Derek Carr. Second is Darren Waller. And third is Colton Miller. It's time.
Ooh. Okay, hold on. Now, let me ask you this. Waller, I can understand. Let's not act like he wasn't up and down even when he was healthy last year. His hands were already suspect last season. I can do that because I think with especially in this system, I think Foster Moreau can thrive. I think that Josh McDaniels actually
looks like he likes Foster Moreau better because Foster Moreau can do more. And yo, the reason why I say Colton Miller.
That's the one I was like, whoa, wait.
Yo, Colton Miller is getting ragdolled, bro. Like, if you just like go back and like, look, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna ask Andy, right, if he want to do a film breakdown on Colton Miller, bro. You know what I mean? Colton Miller, look, and maybe it's too early for this, but I don't know if he fits this power blocking scheme, dude. Like I'm just going off of what I've seen the previous weeks, man. He doesn't look as dominant as he's been.
Okay, now maybe you're right, but I'm just saying maybe we was watching 2 different games because
today he played well today. But what I'm saying is that I just feel like we're at the point in time, and listen, everybody in the chat, hear me out. I'm not blaming Colton Miller, bro. What I'm saying is that, yo, you have so much money allocated to a Derek Carr. You have so much money allocated to a Darren Waller. I don't know what that would look like getting it from up under Darren Waller's contract. I have to look at it, right? Mm-hmm. Colton Miller, his deal is coming up soon. He got paid a couple of years ago. So his deal that out is. I just believe that if you're gonna rebuild the trenches of this team, you have to get these high value contracts off the roster.
Well, there's a few that we can already agree on, right? Okay, I'm not the Colton Miller thing. Let me be, look, you my brother. I think that is insane, but I hear you. Let me say this, because with left tackle money is actually a steal at this point. With Colton.
Yeah,
but look, Chandler Jones has to get the fuck out of here. Like this that contract to me, bro, is so astronomical and so crazy to me that we still Chandler Jones got to go.
You can't get from under it next year without getting destroyed. Look, you got all this dead money from Gruden. You got all this. You got $46 million in dead money coming up next year, bro. Y'all are looking at me like I'm crazy, bro. But the guys whose contract who you can get rid of and actually get money to improve this team, you have to, because this is not working, dog. We're not one player away. We're like 5, 6 players away, bro. And it's like, yo, where's the money coming from? Where's the money? Like, yo, I said this on every live I've been on in the last 2 weeks. You can't have a quarterback making the kind of money Derek Carr's making that does not elevate your team. If he doesn't elevate your team, those deficiencies that you're gonna have by not fucking being able to elevate your team are gonna show. Like when you got great quarterbacks come to the organization and, yo, all right, my line is kind of a little iffy. You know what, man? It's okay. I'm gonna make it work. Yo, I don't have a number 1 wide receiver. I'm gonna make it work. We don't have that kind of quarterback.
You know how I feel about Carr. You know, but I don't feel like today is a day where I want to talk about Derek Carr. I get, like, I was frustrated about him, making those, like I said, Mac Hollins made 2 big plays at the end of the game. And yes, DC put the ball in play where Mac Hollins can make a play. I think Mac Hollins made 2 catches that were better than Derek Carr's throws, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, okay? Mac Hollins definitely balled out. He definitely balled out. And
but the problem is, it's once again, it's the wild inconsistencies of you did that, and then when you need the 2-point conversion to win the game, you don't even go through progressions. You just go straight to Waller. But I still think we could have still won this game today.
Yeah.
I'm not me personally. I know a lot of people in here trying to shit on Derek Carr. I'm not going to do that today. Like I went in on him a little bit because in certain instances, I'm like, come on, bro. Like, come on, dog. But Waller needs to get he needs to get a talking to. The defense shit the bed in the first half. Mac Hollins looked great. And I've been saying this since day one, since we picked him up, that I was really high on Mac Hollins, and I thought that maybe he could be something special. And he's showing that week in and week out that he's one of those guys. But I just feel like, bro, like I can't even be mad at Carr at this point, bro. Like I'm more mad at everything. I'm more mad at everything, bro. Like I'm done with all this shit. I'm done with going to Twitter and everybody blaming it on Derek Carr or not blaming it on Derek Carr. I'm tired of fucking this player and that. I just, bro, like something has to be said. Something has to be done. I don't know what this is. Something, it's this aura that we have around this team right now, bro. I don't know what it is because we have these highs, we have these lows. Last year, you go 3-0. Great. Boom. We're on our way. Fucking Henry Ruggs goes out and kills somebody. Fucking Damon Arnett goes out and does some wild shit with guns on the internet. Then boom, then we start losing, and then we fucking win again. It's just like, and then we lose in a wild card in a terrible fashion. At what point are we just going to can we consistently just be happy, bro? Like consistently be happy, not just
man. Like I'm not even like I want to go to the Super Bowl, bro. But let's take some baby steps. Like let's be a perennial playoff contender first. Like, bro, I'm looking at Colton Miller's deal right now. He's making $3 million. Next year, he's going to be making $14 million. Then the year after that, he's going to be making 12. The year after that, he's going to be making 12. That's what I mean, Graphk. Like, yo, for me, this right here, at this particular point, is a place where we got to rebuild through free agency and the draft, right? But what we got to do is we got to have a team that on both sides of the ball in the trenches, man, are loaded. We got to make sure that the next quarterback that comes here already has no excuses, because I think Devontae Adams, man, is going to be here, bro. But like Darren Waller, bro, like I'm kind of cool on dude, bro. Like, all off season, we thought that he was going to come in and make this offense special. But like that's not happening right now, bro. Like, I'm cool on the guy. I'm cool on him with his rap records. I'm cool on him not being here. I'm cool on him going to a fucking WNBA game instead of being with his brothers on the sideline. I'm done.
Troy,
Like,
you will never see me up with a debate with that. I don't know why you guys keep bringing other guys' names into my shows and all that other shit, bro. You need to see you with debating this dude. It's not going to happen, bro.
yeah.
If you don't see somebody on my channel, bro, there's a reason why he's not on my channel, bro. Period, point blank, the end. You're not going to see a Graphk and Honcho debate. And I know one of y'all are going to fucking snip that and send it to him. Great. I don't really give a fuck. You're not going to see it. So there you have it. So moving forward, the car is salvaged. It's fucking stupid, bro.
Yeah, but Graph, like at this point, man, with the dead money, and that's why I'm not saying Colt Miller's a bad football player. I'm just saying that we need to get in a position where we draft heavy on the trenches on both sides of the ball, and we bring some young offensive linemen in and build this thing from the ground up again. We got some guys that's like Dylan Parham. He's a piece that I think that we're gonna have going forward. Dylan Parham is a piece. I feel like John Simpson is a little iffy. He could be a good backup. Maybe if he continues to play the way he plays, he can be a guy. But I just feel like I don't want to pay anybody big money until they really, 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 really earn it. And I just feel like, Colton Miller's contract is going to be something of an albatross pretty soon, bro.
Yeah.
$14 million next year, bro. You're paying him quarterback money. You're paying him like he's a top end left tackle. And at this point, he's a bottom 10 left tackle. I can't say that Colton Miller is like Trent Williams and no shit like that. So for me, the way this team is so bad, I don't want to pay anybody like that. I'm sorry, bro. You go ahead, man.
No. You good. Nah, I'm just letting everybody know. It's just so funny, man. Look, there's no beef. This is YouTube. Like sometimes you have YouTube friends and sometimes you have real ones in real life. Just know how to separate the two. All right. That's it. There's no fucking beef. There's no beef. If it's beef, one of us be knocking on each other's door. It's not beef. Okay. Stop with the goofy shit. I hate that weird shit. This is the internet, y'all. This is not real. Like real talk. Like for most people, I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't real, man. You know what I mean? So chill, man. It's just crazy to me. Foster shows up more than Waller. Carr is done. I tried to keep the faith with that guy, but he's way too inconsistent. Everybody's inconsistent. The Raiders are inconsistent. The front office is inconsistent. The fucking owner is inconsistent. Everybody's inconsistent.
But you know what? I gotta say, that pick that DC threw, right? He hung Waller out to dry. Waller got lit up. Big Mike said this to me. I can't take credit for this take. And when he got lit up, the next play, he's not gonna hang out for. He doesn't know. Nobody wants to get hit like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you gotta protect. Like Tom Brady said something on the fucking that shop, the LeBron James show. He goes, "What's starting to happen in the National Football League is that the fucking referees are helping out bad quarterback play." He's like, "Yo, some of these quarterbacks need to protect the players on their team." He's like, "When I was playing, I knew that I wasn't going over the middle in certain instances when Ed Reed and Ray Lewis was over the middle. I wasn't going to get my guy knocked out of the game, throwing him that ball." You understand what I'm saying? And a lot of times I think when I watch dude
I just had to put that up real quick because that's exactly why we don't do that goofy shit. So just the Raider, we here right now, my brother. So yeah, there we go.
Yeah, but bro, like I'm saying, it's sometimes, bro, we're like, yo, these guys are human beings. Like, yo, Waller's dropping the ball. Yeah, but yo, dude, if you getting him hung out to dry, he's not gonna go for the ball. He got his bell rung, bro. Yeah. And that's a lot to do with it. A lot of these guys on this offense are getting fucked up, bro. And I'm not turning this into the Derek Carr show, guys. Just go. What I want y'all to do is anything that went wrong, look at what happened when that person didn't get the ball. Just like really focus in when you're watching. Look at Darren Waller. Look at what happened. Look at the ball that's thrown him. Look at we're all thinking this is a video game, and these guys, if he gets his hands on the ball, he's supposed to catch it. Not when you got three guys and somebody's gonna fucking knock your fucking head off, bro. Like you got to be smart. Like, Graph, am I wrong, bro? Like back in the day, you just knew not to throw certain passes to guys, bro. Yeah. You just knew it. And I think that some of these quarterbacks nowadays, because they think they're gonna get a flag, kind of they hang their guys out to dry, man, and it's got to stop. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
I'm gonna say this, man. You know, I don't know if you guys seen this tweet from Victor Fur, but he said, I seemed like a couple times like Carr was questioning some players' practice habits. But when I asked him to clarify, he said he wasn't. It just sounds like this whole team is just all over the fucking place. Like from the locker room, they sold us wasted because in training camp, it sounded like we were on our way to fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it sounded like, Carr has not thrown a pick yet. Him and Devontae are already on a whole nother wavelength. The defense has had their way with the offense, just like the offense has had their way with the defense. The O-line is holding up against the D-line, and then the D-line wins. The corners with Nate Hobbs and everybody, practicing well against these star wide receivers. It seemed as though everything was just on its way to just greatness. And, bro, once again, I don't know what it is. I think at this point, you guys, moving forward, if Josh McDaniels is not the guy, right, we have to stop doing this nostalgic shit. We have to stop doing the whole bring Gruden back because that was the last time we were really good, or bring in Josh McDaniels because he comes from a system. And I said this. I actually used this as my argument to why Josh McDaniels is a Raider. So I'm wrong about it. But we have to stop using these. We have to stop creating these narratives of why we bring these guys in. At the end of the day, if we're going to do a fresh start, let's do a fresh start. Let's bring a young mind in. Someone that knows the game now, today, and maybe we can flip the switch. You know what I'm saying? I don't see anything changing, my brother, to be real with you. Shout out to the 937 people in the chat. Appreciate y'all. I don't see anything changing. I don't see nothing changing moving forward, bro. What's funny is I know how we are. We can go back home next week and beat Denver and be 1-3. And everybody's like, yes, man, woo, woo. I don't think that changes anything, bro. I don't. I think this team is defeated in and out the locker room. I think that they're not on the same accord with anything at all. Like, Josh McDaniels doesn't know when to run the ball. You would assume that someone that's won 6 rings and always did this running back by committee shit would know when it's time to run the fucking ball.
Well, that's what we were talking about, proximity to greatness. He's had the proximity of greatness all these years. He's been next to one of the greatest coaches of all time. Yeah. And he's not the guy that make the decision. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. It's all good when you got all these little cute plays, but you know what? When you got Big Bill there to tell you, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that shit again. Yeah. Maybe he needs that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, and a lot of people were trying to come for me saying that I'm a Gruden hater. I was not a Gruden hater, bro. I think Gruden is a good coach. John Gruden is a bad GM. And unchecked power, they say absolute power corrupts absolutely, right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. He had too much power. Him not having a real GM to kind of temper his ups and highs and lows and his peaks and valleys was a bad thing. And the reason why it takes one to know one. I need somebody in my life to be my thermostat to say, hey, man, you wildin', because I'm very erratic sometimes. Yeah. John Gruden is very erratic.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, motherfucker, yo.
I'm the king of erratic.
Bro, why the fuck listen, so look, just full disclosure, me and this guy talk to each other probably at least on the conservative side an hour a day.
Yeah.
Since I've met him. Every day we talk to each other. Yeah. I don't have nothing to do with football. We always talk to each other. And one day I'm wilding, and the next day he wilding.
Yeah.
It's a given. Sometimes he's talking me off the ledge from doing something stupid, and I'm talking him off the ledge from doing something stupid. It's just, that's the relationship.
That's facts. Troy, I got to tell you something real quick, brother. Shout out to you. And like I said, this is no shade to anybody, man. I'm doing what I'm doing over here. Shout out to everybody else who's doing what they're doing. But I have to tell you this, Troy. I met you personally at Ahern, bro. And I guess we had like a spat in the past, bro. Everything's not about you, brother. All that trying to make you a shit starter. I didn't call you a shit starter. I didn't say nothing. To be real with you, bro, I can care less about any of that shit. Watch who you watch. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. It's the internet. Shout out to Raider Rich. You want to move on from these players, all right, but who are we going to replace them with? We ain't about to rebuild again. And Raider Rich, this is something I have to agree with because we're in Vegas now. Wasted. How the fuck do we just say, you know what, after going out and doing all this shit, how do we do it? Like, how do we sell the nation on saying, okay, you guys, it just didn't work. We gotta retool this shit.
You know how you sell them on it? It's actually going out and making good decisions and actually doing what you need to do. Like, bro, you can't sit up here and just sit there and just get rained on. You can't just get rained on, bro. Like listen, bro, the worst thing in the world is to be in mediocrity hell. That's the worst shit in the world, bro. To be in Marvin Lewis land. That's where we're at now. Yeah. All of those years where the Cincinnati Bengals had good players. They had Ocho Cinco, this one, that one. And every fucking year, they don't make the playoffs. They got Carson Palmer. They're going to win. This is the year they're going to beat the Steelers. They never fucking do it. They were in mediocrity hell for fucking what, 12, 13 years?
A long time.
That's the worst place to be in the NFL. Sometimes you just got to know when it's time to fold. And the thing about it is that you guys keep saying that about the quarterback. It needs to start with him. Because if you don't have the resources to go and pay guys to load this team up, younger guys, if you don't have the draft cap, see, now I got a guy that I believe can draft people well. Just from the Dylan Parham pick, I see that Ziegler has an idea of what's going on draft wise. Mm-hmm. He has a lot of draft capital.
Definitely.
Listen, let's temper our expectations. Let's keep the guys that we know we're going to move forward with, the Mac Hollins of the world, the Devontae Adams of the world. The Darren Wallers, we get them out of here. Keep Hunter Renfrow. Not Hunter Renfrow, but Foster Moreau. Let's keep Foster Moreau. You know what I'm saying? Let's move forward. Let's get a stopgap quarterback. I'm fine with it, bro. Let's get a stopgap quarterback. Let's draft
I said this last year, and people dragged me, bro, when I said let DC go, because right now, if you really care about Derek Carr, right? Because a lot of these guys care about Derek Carr, and I'm not. There's nothing wrong with that. Cool. But if you care about him so much, don't you want him to win? And it's not working here. So if you really care about Derek Carr that much, you should say, you know what? I love my Raiders. I love Derek Carr. I want my Raiders to go another route because it's not working for them. I want Derek Carr to go another route because it's not working for him. There's nothing wrong with that. Because last year I said that, and I said, bring Marcus Mariota back for 1 year. Stopgap guy. You know what I'm saying? Let him just, right now he's starting for Atlanta right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with bringing him in for a year and seeing what it was. Don't get me wrong. Right now we got, Devontae Adams, and the excitement is through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm going to be honest. Zeke, to me, did everything he could this offseason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, he did everything he could and then some. I'm not upset with our GM at all. I think that he did everything he could. He worked with the limited draft capital that he had after going to get Devontae Adams after making that splash. You know what I'm saying?
He got us a gem. He got us a gem.
A couple, potentially a few. We don't know what Zeus is yet. You know what I'm saying? Dylan Parham is a gem in the third round out from Memphis. Mumford starting at right tackle already. He did have a tough game today, but I think he can get better as time goes. Like, we got some sneaky guys. Sincere McCormick at UDFA that's on the IR for the rest of the year. Like, bro, Zeke might have had a really, 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 really good draft with limited draft capital. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what Matthew Butler and Neil Farrell are going to be yet. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I'll just say this. He had a near perfect offseason to me. Now, at this point, I just don't know what we're going to do outside of letting go of Josh McDaniels. And if we did move on from Derek Carr, great, but where are we going? That's all I want to know. Like, is Stidham coming in, and the next thing you know, we're going to use
Chase Garber.
Chase Garber is our backup. Like what if we do decide on this? Because the thing that sucks is if we were 1-2 right now, right? We still be kind of having this conversation, but we wouldn't be so overly like at this point. We really have to have this talk. We have to.
Yeah, we do. We do. And somebody said
0-3. Like, you have to talk about that.
If somebody said in the chat, I heard none of your rated YouTubers talk about off-schedule plays. You can't say that. Me and Docs I went on a rant last week about off-schedule plays. Graphk and I went on a rant last week when he came and pulled up on my show. And we said, yo, dude does not make the off-schedule play. Yeah. We've been saying this, bro. That's the reason why. Like, and I don't have a problem with dude, bro. I don't have a problem with him. He listen, it's just at this point, we know what he is. It's not going to get any better.
Let me ask you this real quick, Wace. Do you remember Arizona didn't score on the first possession last week. Did the Chargers score on the first possession in week 1? Do you remember?
Yeah, they did.
They put up 7, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out why Graham, and don't get me wrong, we all know these first possessions are scripted. Like, but I feel like Graham, like, bro, like at some point, like last week, he did it. I think he has to get more consistent at getting these guys off the field in the first, like on the first possession. When plays are scripted, it's going to be a lot easier for these guys to score. If you can get them off the field, I think that builds a lot of confidence for the offense and the defense. Yeah. If you can get these guys off the field with scripted play, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be real. Like, Todd Downing had all those plays drawn out.
Bro, he went to his first 8 and then into his 12. Yeah. He just boom, 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 boom. Yeah. It was academic at that point, man. It was academic. I mean, listen, too much has been made of being able to scheme pressure up. Too much has been made, like, bro.
Okay, Chargers put up 3. They put up 3. Okay.
Yeah, they went down and scored, though.
Yeah,
that's
definitely,
3.
Definitely.
So the thing is this, yo, if you don't have the athletes, all of this scheme shit doesn't matter. It don't matter, bro. Like what coaching does in the NFL, because there's not a lot that separates a lot of these guys, right? Coaching, when you got the right guys in the mix and you have good coaching, then you have a good result. I think the situation that we have as the Raiders is that we got a ham no burger situation, bro. We got great edge rushers, supposedly. We have nothing in the middle. We have great skill position players, and we got a merc at quarterback. We got a good left tackle. We got a terrible right tackle. Go ahead, brother. Shout out, man. I'm sorry.
Shout out to Devontae Adams real quick. He just came out and said, I'm frustrated and angry. I expect more. It's not easy to win in this league. We know that, but we expect more, and we'll do it better as we move forward. We can't be flat early. But that's the thing. This team has been so inconsistent. They were flat early this week, but they were great early last week. So it's like, bruh, like when was the last time we seen the offense and the defense? I said this earlier on in the show, have great performances back to back, right? Like the defense gets off the field, the O comes back and puts a touchdown.
The Dallas game.
It's tough, bro. Like we have to look at this. Like the defense is having a bag, and don't get me wrong. A lot of NFL teams deal with this problem as well. It's not like the O and the D are always going to be on at the same time. It's not like that all the time. But when can we just go out there and have a clear? Like we were talking about this season having clear-cut W's, like coming out and beating teams the way you're supposed to beat them. Like the Titans. Don't get me wrong. They were the best team in the league last year. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to look at them like that they ain't no punks, but they started the season 0-2. They lost A.J. Brown. They lost Harold Landry. That means something. But what happened?
Nah, man. I'm looking at some of the comments and shit. I'm just trying to keep my composure, bro. Like, it's just...
Yeah, man.
Doug, I'm trying to... I don't want to be this guy that's, like, bitching about one player, bro. But, like, dudes are coming and they're in here. They're on my chat. They're everywhere, up and down Twitter, just trying to defend a guy that doesn't deserve that. He don't deserve all this, bro. Yeah, this motherfucker's Joe Montana or some shit.
Lace, you got to realize, bro, you're never going to win the internet. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, and I realize it, bro. That's why I'm cool. I'm going to stay solid, bro. Yeah, I said Carr's regression, bro.
That's clear cut.
That's clear cut. You see it. He hasn't played well since Thanksgiving. He hasn't put together a complete game since the Dallas game.
You know what? I think the Colts game, he looked good. He looked good in
the second half, though. He didn't play well in the beginning of that game.
He went out, won that game.
Yeah, at the end, Graphk. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I'm talking about a complete game from start to finish. We haven't gotten that. What we used to get early in his career was he ebbs and flows. Like, he'd have a decent game. He'd make one bonehead decision. He'd have a great game. Then he'd have a terrible game, but then he'd rebound and have a good game and we'd win. What we're having from him now is that, slow start. He pulls it out in the end, does something heroic, or he just has a shit game. He's regressed. He is. And I'm not reaching. I'm not dumb. Take the rose-colored glasses off and just watch what's going on. This is me. If we're going to be 7-10, bro, you could keep all that shit for me, bro. You can keep that for me. If they go out and they win next week, so fucking what? They're 1-3. Yeah. Then if they lose the game, they 1-4. Like, bro, don't. That's not what we signed up for, bro.
Yeah, I'm not going to be happy at all if we win the game next week. To be honest with you, I'm just going to be like, cool, and keep it moving. I'm not excited about this shit. Unless we go on a crazy run and we win the next 4 or 5 games, there's no way for me to even be happy about shit right now. Like, I don't really care. Yes, I know Jacksonville's about to dog walk the Chargers. They're about to score again. Looks like they're probably about to be up 30-10 here in a second. But, it doesn't matter. If these guys are losing and we're not winning, it doesn't even matter. Shout out to Silver. Wasted, man. What's your background? You're a hell of a speaker.
Yeah, I have a background in a lot of things, man.
Shout out to Hawk, man. Mark Davis got to tell Josh that if he don't win some games, he'll be back in New England nibbling Bill's Cambodian breast milk like dude. So look, what do you
Breast milk.
what you made my day. Hey, what do you think about the apparent? I don't know if this is true, but everyone's saying that Mark Davis went in the locker room and got on Josh McDaniels' ass, bro.
Good.
If it's true, how do you feel about that?
I'm ecstatic about it. I'm ecstatic about it because Al would have never, ever, ever allowed for this shit to go on for a month. Yeah. Ever. He needs to. Mark Davis, look, and when people be talking about Bucky Larson, they need to leave Bucky Larson alone, man. Leave him alone, bro. Listen, he has questionable
Larson.
Yo, leave Bucky High Stakes Larson alone, yo. He has questionable haircut choices, but if he's done nothing else, he's given his all to trying to win. Now, some people question, is he really trying to win or is he trying to make money? Look, to be quite honest with you, bro, there's a lot of loans and things that his father left behind that if he don't make that shit right, you ain't got to worry about him no more. They're going to take this fucking team from that guy.
You got to realize there's two different things with Al, right, and Mark. So Al was always the football guy, always the X's and O's dude. It was a gift and a curse with him. He couldn't let go of the small things, right? That was what Al was. He loved the game. But Mark is right now, the thing that he's dealing with is everyone's saying he's not a true businessman. And you know, he knows he's never going to live up to the hype of what his dad was. He'll never know the game like his dad. So he's hiring other people around him that can potentially bring somebody in. Mark now is saying, I need to become the businessman that everyone says I am not. And I think that's what he's, you know, what he's doing now. But at the end of the day, by getting on Josh McDaniels, it still shows like, bro, this is bad for business. Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Next week, we're not going to be able to sell out Allegiant Stadium 0-3. We're not going to be able to fucking do this or do that when we're 0-4. Like, you know what I mean? And so at the end of the day, bro, this isn't just a shocker for us as a fan base. Like, holy fuck, this is a shocker for Mark Davis's business. Because at the end of the day, I'll say it again, and I say it every fucking show, every chance I get. People go to Vegas to win. Shout out to Michael. This team reminds me of last year's Lakers when they got Westbrook. All this hype just to be under 500.
Yes,
shit,
sir.
bro. I would love to be under 500. Look, like we're way under 500.
We're at zero.
Yeah, like
0.00% winning percentage.
Yeah,
that's what we're at. And bro, look, we already said this. Las Vegas is a transient town. It's a transient town, bro. These motherfuckers go there. Even if we're winning, you're gonna have people who ain't Raider fans. They think it's an event town, bro. That's what Las Vegas is, bro. Nobody's gonna sit there and watch a shitty football team. Yeah. Nobody's doing that, bro. Yeah. No, nobody's doing it. And the thing is that, yo, this organization, and I know Mark grew up in this organization. This organization owes us more. We fly all around the country. Like, bro, the Jacksonville game, I'm still going to Jacksonville, but I'm not going to watch the Raiders. They can blow me. I'm taking my tickets and putting them on StubHub. Somebody, you can go and sit there and watch that. I don't give a fuck whether they win, lose, or draw. I'm not going to pay any money to watch this team no more, bro. I'm not doing it.
Not at all.
I will be watching at home. I will always support the Raiders. I will always be a Raider fan. Love the Raiders, man. But, yo, we got to make a statement as a fan base, bro. Like, this shit needs to stop, bro. And I don't know. I'm not blaming it on Mark, man, because Mark hires people. And look, man, every time we thought he's gotten it progressively right. The one thing he needs to do is the nostalgia thing. I hear people saying, bring back Jack Del Rio, bring back Gruden. No. Yeah. Go out there and go find the next motherfucker. Don't bring in some old retread. Go find the next Sean McVay. Yes. Go out there and go find the next Kyle Shanahan. Yes. I was about to say Mike Shanahan. My bad. I'm old. Yo, like, bro, either way, go find that guy.
Former Raider, great.
Yeah, go find that guy and bring him in.
Shout out to King real quick. I feel like this roster isn't as good. A lot of regular guys, especially on the D, backups from other teams, they thought they could teach up. And yeah, King, I agree with you. At this point, bro, we're still early 3 weeks in, but I have to agree with every word you said. Like, you know, Nate Hobbs has looked phenomenal out there at times. You know what I'm saying? Like, but let's be real. We are mad Reggie at a lot of spots. The defensive tackle position. Like, no real good team is going to go into the NFL season with that defensive tackle room and that offensive line and say, we're good. We're okay. Like, I feel like that's all ego wasted. I really, truly do feel like that's ego. Like, I've done this before. I can do this again. Like with Carmen Bracillo and Josh McDaniels.
Bro, Carmen Bracillo hasn't done it before. That's what I was trying to tell everybody. Dante Scarnecchia did it before. Carmen Bracillo has been an offensive line coach for 1 year.
Yeah.
Well, he hasn't done it
I just mean in terms of the New England, connection. Like these guys up there, they've won before, and it is what it is. Shout out to the Raider, man. I want honesty. That's why I fucks with Docs, period. If 2016 never happened, this wouldn't be a conversation. Half the fan base really would be holding themselves hostage for one player over 1 year. Shaking my head. Hey, man.
Bro,
the Raider.
Let's look at what we're used to.
Brother.
The Raider always comes with the haymakers, yo.
Exactly.
But let's look at this, right? Derek Carr's career record, I think now he's like 134-57. Yo, people in New York.
That's pathetic, bro.
Bro, could you look? I don't got my phone. If you could look that shit up, bro. Bro, Eli Manning was a 2-time Super Bowl MVP, won 2 rings, and people in New York were willing to trade him in for a half-eaten sandwich because he won a few years playing bad. That is the standard we need to set here with the Raiders. Like, let's be for real. This man won 2 Super Bowls in New York, and they ran him out of town like he was a dog.
Yeah, it's looking
like
like
a dog. What's his career record, bro?
We're looking at Derek Carr's career record, right? Was that what it was?
Yeah, his career record.
57-73 in 130 games played.
Yeah, 57-73. Right?
Winning percentage under 50, under 500. Yeah.
He has the second worst 8-year stretch in the history of football.
Yeah.
Archie Manning's the only person worse.
Been sacked 244 times through 89 picks. 89 picks is a lot to 199 TDs.
So he played 134 games. My bad. So he's only 157. So he's lost 73 games.
Yeah.
He has the second worst winning percentage in 8 years, over 8-year stretch over anybody in the history of the league. Archie Manning is the only one in the history of football as worse.
Yeah.
So that goes to tell you that this shit, you can't trade. Yo, bro, we could have drafted Malik Willis, bro. Yeah, you can't trade. Nobody's giving you their future, bro. Stop with that shit, bro.
Tannehill's on the way out. So at the end of the day, they would never trade, Malik Willis like that, just off the dribble, unless, it's not going to happen.
They're not trading their future, bro. That dude.
I just had a Cardinal fan just tag me on Twitter right now, and he said, "Hey, man," he said, "shout out to you." He was like, "But to be real," he was like, "as a Cardinals fan, bro," he was like, Chandler Jones has been washed for the past 2 years. He was like, I know you guys, the excitement, you guys are bringing in a big name guy. He was like, but he's been washed for the past few seasons. I know he had 10 sacks last year, 5 in week 1. Chandler's done, you guys. I don't see him bouncing back at all. Shout out to Primos. How come McDaniels was able to do with the rookie quarterback, no wide receivers, but with way better talent on offense, he can't do it. It is not McDaniels, guys. It is Carr. Everything has changed, but Derek Carr. Time to draft a quarterback. And what sucks is, bro, I can't argue that. Like I want to, but I can't. Because I don't want to. I don't want to be the guy that's just look. You guys, like I said, for those who watched me all season long last year, you know how I feel about Derek Carr. I cooked his boots week in and week out. I just don't have it in me anymore, bro, because I'm sick of it. I'm just tired. And right now, Primo, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I can't argue that. I can't, bro. I mean, do you have an argument for that? Wasted? I don't really have.
No, there's no argument, bro. Bro. When you talk about people, when we do this, there's certain people who come in here, and every time they comment, it is right on time.
Yeah.
Every time. Raider Primos, bro, anytime he says anything, it's right on time. Marcel Simmons, all these guys. When they come up in here, bro, I'll be like, yo, I can't say nothing else. And they make the show better. That's the reason why we all do this, bro, because this is a place where you can sound off in real time to the rest of Raider Nation. That's what we bring to the table, bro. Tito, same thing. Yeah. Tito, listen, he has to be. Because to be quite honest with you, no other owner would deal with that. Other owners that's what owners do. Like with Tom Brady, when Bill Belichick wanted to move him Tom Brady, what happened? Robert Kraft said, yo, you know what? Tommy's like my son. No. Bill, I'll let you do whatever you want. You're not getting rid of Tommy.
Yeah.
and they won a couple of more Super Bowls because of that decision. I
Hey.
think this is working out differently. Go ahead, brother.
Real quick. Okay, because I like this question because Marzell asked where T. Billy is at. And, today was another slow game for Devontae Adams. I think he had 30-something yards receiving in the TD. He was going to Waller a lot. And I think on that one play where he threw that pick, I could be wrong, but I was watching in real time. I could have swore T. Billy was on the field and wide open. I got to go back and look at that play. But where he got the ball to Waller, don't get me wrong. I think he still should have caught that ball, even though he put him somewhere to die a miserable death. But that play where that pick happened in the end zone, I could have swore I seen T. Billy wide open.
I don't think you're wrong, bro. I was watching in real time, bro. I just saw him throwing the Waller, and Waller got lit the fuck up, and I was I just went like this. I went like that, and I couldn't see the rest of it. So I'm going to have to rewatch the game.
Then he was. I could have swore, bro. I was looking, and I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Okay, everybody's saying he was. Because I'm like, dog, I seen T. Billy. I'm like, bro, go to T. Billy. Go to T. Billy. And once again, no progression, no reads. Just zoomed in on Waller. Didn't he have? He was double coverage on him, right?
Triple.
Oh shit, even worse. He had him. Even though, like I said, he still could have caught the ball, but I could have swore, bro. I was looking like, wow, I thought T. Billy was wide open. Yep, Jamal said it too. Okay, what's up, son? What's up? We're gonna go take the dog in a second, all right?
Little Docs.
Go ahead, go get ice cream.
That's a little Tiff face right there, a little Doc's face. One of your boys look like one of them look like you, the other one like your wife.
That's baby Graphk right there. Baby Tiff is in the garage right now, probably knocking down all my Raiders shit. But yeah, man. I shout out to the 900 plus people in the chat. We appreciate you guys. To be real with you, bro, I don't know what else to say. We're almost in here for 2 hours. It can't get any worse. I don't like to be real with you. Even if we lose again next week, I don't feel like it's any worse. I just feel like it's the same shit. It's just, it is what it is at this point. I don't see anything getting better. I feel like there has to be like a team meeting where all these guys come in and just light each other the fuck up on an off day and try and figure out, like, you have to get that defensive tackle room better. You got to get some type of pressure through the middle.
So how do you do that in the off season if you got to pay all of these dudes? Because listen, the bar tab is coming due. The tab is coming. I always tell y'all to pay your bar tab, get wasted. Guess what? The bar tab at the end of this season is coming due on all these fucking guys on this roster. They got to get rid of some of these guys that we are looking at as stalwarts on this team. And that's why I mentioned the guys that I mentioned, because those are the guys that you can get rid of and not get destroyed with dead money.
No. I know the reasoning why you were doing that. It's like, okay, if we're going to build this team up the right way, we got to get rid of these big contracts. So I get it. I just still think that Colton Miller contract is definitely still a steal at this point.
It is now, but it's not going to be going forward though, Graphk. He's going to make $14 million next year.
But bro, a left tackle money, that's not a lot though, bro.
It's not for a great left tackle, for a middle of the road left tackle. I think it is. I think that it's time to get you.
That's another position that you would have to replace, bro. Like at this point, I don't know, bro. Like I look. There's other options right now.
For me, right?
Okay.
Being like this, we're in the middle of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be in the middle of the draft, right? It's looking that way, right? Unless we're just terrible. And if we're at the top of the draft, you draft the quarterback. But if you're in the middle of the draft and you can't get your guy at quarterback, and you don't have the ability to move up, now you're looking at linemen.
Yeah.
I say draft a young guy. I say draft whoever the best left tackle is in football, like the Slater situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, when you got a Colton Miller on your roster, he's only going to be as good as he is now. He's going to be okay, but he's never going to be great. So if we have a commitment to excellence, right? We should be seeking excellence. I think that if we're in the middle of the draft, and this is only hypothetically, it's week 3, we're picking 10th. There's a fucking generational left tackle or a guy that that has Pro Bowl level talent. You take the young boy and you get him out of here, bro. That's how I feel. I feel like you got to start over in the trenches. Young guys, all up and down both of them lines. These retreads and these guys that have been around that, like the Chandler Jones, you're going to have to live and die with that contract now. Like I've been defending Chandler Jones, but you know what? at this point, man, I'm gonna have to cut bait with that. I don't have an argument for what happened today.
Shout out to Darius Falone for thinking he's fucking Aaron Donald. This shit's hilarious. Yeah, I just seen this tweet without looking at it. It was just there, and I was like, wow, this dude really thinks he's somebody. My brother, I didn't want to do this show in the first place. I just had to do it because I felt like, we needed a place for everybody to be able to sound off real quick.
Look, I had jumped on, but I was on before you, and I felt the same way. You know what I mean? Like, really, to be honest with you, I did the show that I did for me.
Yeah.
I did it for me. I needed to talk to other Raider fans.
Yeah.
I came on this show right now for me. I needed to talk to you about this game, bro. I needed to talk to the 900 people in here about this game, yo. I'm just trying to figure it all out, bro. I don't got all the answers. We don't have all the answers. But what I do know is that if we think that it's gonna keep happening and everything's gonna get better, it's not, bro. We're gonna keep getting these ebbs and flows and peaks and valleys. You gotta build this shit from the inside out. And that's it. However that happens, that's how shit needs to happen. The only guys that are untouchable to me is Max Crosby and guys like that, and Nate Hobbs and people like that. The rest of these guys that are long in the tooth, 30 years old and shit like that, then go. Straight up.
Thanks. Let me get these two supers in. My dog wants to get to the dog park. She on my ass right now. Shout out to John. Rough day. Pounding my girl didn't help. Going to the strip club. Be right back. Hopefully not as sad. I have a surgery tomorrow and was hoping for a win. Good luck and prayers to you, my brother, on your surgery. I'm definitely gonna go do the same things that you was just talking about, and and see what bounces back from that. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to Primos as well. This organization is a losing mindset to the NFL. People go to the Raiders to get paid, not to win. If you look at Tampa Bay, Buffalo, KC, or any of the other top winning organizations, they go there to win. And you know what sucks though, Primos? You just named 3 organizations that we have more championships than.
And that used to be dog shit.
Yep.
And Buffalo has 0 championships.
0. Shit. Tampa just finally got 2 off the rip, and KC got 2 of them now too, right? Or 2?
Yeah, they got 2. They got 2.
Primos, it's about business and money or winning championships. I'll say this. Al was definitely about winning championships. You're in Vegas now, Primos, so business as usual. But the thing with that is, with the Raiders, you at least have to tinker with mediocrity. Like at least you got to be like last year, wild card, right? Like you have to at least be a wild card fringe team in Las Vegas to at least sell the product. You can't be 0-3 and sell the product. You know what I'm saying? You can be 500, and if you win the next 2 games, you're in. Maybe you can sell that. You can work that. You can't work 0-3. You know what I mean? But the sad thing is, though, Primos, you actually can, because we're stupid Raider fans that we're always just going to buy into this shit regardless. And at some point, until we all back the fuck off this shit, which I don't see it happening at all, this is going to continue to happen. We're 0-3, y'all. I don't see any wins coming up. I'm going to be real. I think we're better than Denver, but just the way we're looking, I don't think we're going to beat them. I think Kansas City's going to have a fucking field day with us. I think we go into the bye week going 5. How about that? I do. I don't see any change coming until we look at this coaching staff, until we look at ourselves in the mirror, until DC just says, you know what, I'm going into this other space that I have not been in for many moons. I just don't see no change, bro. So it is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I love you guys, man, so much. Like I said before, I'm just here, man, to shoot this shit with you guys and let all of us scream at each other, because I'd rather have y'all scream at me than go out and do something dumb and end up in jail with some wild shit, because you know how us Raider fans can get. You know what I mean? And I needed a place where I can come shoot my shit too. And, but we here. Shout out to my brother Wasted, man. Everybody, if you're not subscribed to Raider Nation Unlimited, make sure you go do that as well on YouTube. But until then, man, I don't really know when I'm going to be back. Maybe do a coffee and convo and break some film down again tomorrow or something. Maybe we can do another build different, just bring something different to the table. Because right now,
I have Raider fatigue right now, my brother. Yeah, I'm about to go get on the Peloton and not be so thick framed and just, my brother, it is what it is, man. This shit crazy, bro.
I'm gonna call you in a minute, bro.
All right, man.
All right, my
Peace.
brother.